back, ladies and gentlemen, to the men's singles finals match of the GAC Group 2012 Polish Open in Poznan. What a match we will see here in just a few short moments. Fought between two Chinese players, the only two Chinese players to compete in the men's singles division, and both ended up in the finals. We have here on the left Wang Hao, and on the right ZHOU. Which one of these will be winning the Polish Open? Already one title for China. Saw that earlier, Dingning beating Elisabetta Samara 4-1. The other one for sure will be from China as well. See Wang Hao here on the road to victory on the last two games, 4-0 against Noshad Alamian and against Yang Tianyi earlier today. Has only lost one game so far in the first round versus Kenta Matsudera. ZHOU, on the other hand, won 4-2 against the Russian player Kirill Skachkov, and then 4-0 versus Uwe Filus, 4-0 versus Wang Yang, 4-0 in the semi-finals earlier today versus Singaporean player Chen Feng. Youngest fans here in the hall, almost most likely enjoying himself as well. And why shouldn't he be? We're about to see a great match between two great players here, standing deservedly so in the finals. ZHOU in the picture in the red shirt, 20 years old, world ranked at 84. Chinese national champion 2012, World Junior Championships 2010 where he landed in the semi-finals, and Asian Youth Championships he won in 2010. And his opponent Wang Hao, 28 years old, world ranked at 4, won the World Championships 2009, runner-up in 2011. 3-time silver medal in the Olympics, lost 3 times in the finals. 2004 to Yoo Seung-min from Korea. 2008 against his countryman Ma Lin. 2012 once more to his countryman Jang Ji-ke. Though great accomplishments in his career, numerous World Tour titles too. 9 times successful the GAC Group World Tour. Won the World Cup 3 times, once runner-up. Very experienced player. I've said this in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals as well. He's known to be one of the 3 of the golden generation so-called players in China. Wang Hao, Ma Lin, Wang Liqin, who won literally everything there is to win. by both Wang and Ma Lin. Have seen their height. Wang Hao is still firmly on top of his game. I have to say, although I've enjoyed seeing ZHOU play during this tournament, he has had his up and downs during a match, and there's literally none more stable, at least as far as this tournament is concerned, as Wang Hao. We'll see if experience comes into play in this match. Wang Hao opens the first game. Positive attitude already being displayed by the 20-year-old ZHOU. To Wang Hao in the lead. That has to be the weapon of choice for ZHOU, to look for these wide angles where Wang Hao has to walk the distance, so to speak, has to make these steps that he is not a fan of, to be honest. His footwork, to his credit though, absolutely worth of a world champion, though not his outstanding attribute. Now ZHOU is in the lead. And I've said this over the course of this tournament. Every time I see ZHOU play, he reminds me of Chen Qi. And it is probably worth noting that Chen Qi is one of the few in the Chinese team who has a positive record with more wins than losses against Wang Hao. So his playing style probably fits ZHOU pretty well. Seven all, tense game here in the opening stages of the men's singles finals 2012 Polish Open in Poznan. Great backhand block. Once more looked for the wide angle on Wang Hao's forehand side. 10-7, ZHOU in the lead. He has beaten so many of the top Chinese players in the Chinese national championships this year. He beat Marlin, Yanan, Dike, Bo, all in one tournament. He's about to take at least the first game here off of Wang Hao. He's leading 10-7. Good job, Wang Hao. He's fighting and he has to avert that first of the 3 game points. Second one, he cannot take. Scores 11-8 first game to ZHOU. Second game about to commence. Can he build on his lead? The serving ZHOU. Lightning fast fun topspin. Wang Hao put his whole weight behind that. He always does that. Pretty impressive to see even in slow motion. You can really see him moving through the ball literally. Great flick from his wrist. Also very fast acceleration on the side of ZHOU. They both know how to do this. See, very tactical fought match here so far. So far firmly in the lead as far as this second game is concerned. Such a good serve receive from ZHOU. Wang Hao was expecting it to be long. He was attempting the forehand topspin, but fall just too short behind the net. Like I've said, ZHOU has had his up and downs in this tournament. You can see that in his game. There's still one thing that he's missing is consistency. Now he's missed a few. 7-4 the score for Wang Hao. That was well played by ZHOU. Although Wang Hao did receive that pretty impressively, that side spin here. ZHOU excellently managed to switch the side, play deep into Wang Hao's forehand. Who is not having an easy victory here, I can tell you that already.
Go!
What a reaction from ZHOU actually. How did he get that flick from Wang Hao back on the table? I'd love to see an estimate on the reaction time he had. Probably 1/10 of a second or so. Oh, that block now on top of it. ZHOU closing the distance between him and Wang Hao in the second game. One more point to go. That is something that almost no players in the world can hold their own against, is Wang Hao playing forehand after forehand topspin. This is for sure his trademark shot. But same goes for ZHOU. Once he gets going with that forehand topspin, even changed side during that rally. That was pretty fast and quick thinking on his feet.
Then
10-8, nonetheless, the score. Wang Hao, 2 game points. First one he takes in an impressive rally to say the least. Wang Hao wins the second game 11-8, closes the gap and equalizes to 1 game each.
third game, 1 serve, love all.
Third game now commencing. Wang Hao to serve.
1 love.
Takes the first one right off the bat. That is his trademark shot, that forehand topspin, although pretty well set up by his serve to begin with. No spin serve, completely misjudged by ZHOU.
Love 2.
That missed only by a fraction, but it means 3-point the lead already for Wang Hao. That's what I meant by talking about consistency. Could have played that out pretty cool to the end, but managed, or decided rather, to go in with that fast forehand topspin to win the rally early.
4 love.
Talk about the fastest forehand topspin in the world, hardest rather. Two perfect examples of that. This one here and point bringing shot at the end. Very impressive too from a technical point of view. If you look at it in slow motion and look at Wang Hao's upper body, how he literally moves through the ball when he swings around.
Love 7.
Perfect technique on his part, and he's up 7 points in the third. Seems that ZHOU has completely lost his track here. Great love. How will this game end? I'm sure better end for Wang Hao. What a smash to end it! But that there's so much space in the box, Wang Hao almost needed all of it. Backhand smash, reverse panel backhand. Don't see that every day. Now it's 10-0. We'll see what the etiquette says about the next point. Usually you allow your opponent at least 1 point. That would be a 10 now. And he does. Fair gesture of Wang Hao.
10.
But etiquette also states that the next point usually goes to him then. Doesn't need it. Wang Hao wins the third game 11-2 and is up 2 games to 0 against ZHOU. We're starting the 4th game now. Wang Hao up 2 games to 1. Can he build on that lead? Does ZHOU have still something to say about it? Wang Hao, of course, a very experienced player. Although he's just 28 years, he's been on the world tour for so long. 6 years now. Has played in so many events, has played so many important matches too. He really knows these situations in and out and knows what to do and how to react. While on the other hand, we have ZHOU, whose international career seems to be only beginning now. Good reaction shots by ZHOU, but not enough to stop these relentless attacks from Wang Hao. Back in the lead, the man in black here. Wow. He's firmly on top of his game, so it seems. Even gets these reaction shots back. Has somehow the time to place them in a way that ZHOU cannot attack on. 4-2. What we saw in game 1 was ZHOU all attacking all the time, and then the second game Wang Hao just decided to step up his game. Increased his level of performance by so much. If you compare these last 2 games with the first one. And it seems this game as well, although ZHOU works for that point, closes the gap to 3 points. 6-3 for Wang Hao. Look at the body language of ZHOU. Doesn't seem to be the case that he still believes he can win this. That is something he might have to work on as well. Displaying positive body language all the time. A confident stance against your opponent. Meanwhile, it's 9-3 again. Huge lead for Wang Hao. 4th game as well. Ten 4, 6 game points. Wang Hao. I was impatient and he knows it. He had ZHOU where he needed him to be, but did not manage to close that rally off. So he has 5 more tries in this game. Next one he takes. 11-5. 4th game to Wang Hao as well, who increases his lead to 3 games to 1. Wang Hao will open game 5, which could prove to be the last game of this tournament if he manages to win it and to pick up where he left off in the last game. fairly one-sided affair here between these two countrymen from China. ZHOU still seems positive, at least in these opening stages of every game. Leading 2 points to 1.
1-3.
Cannot give Wang now these opportunities, because that is a player that will, without blinking an eye, take them. It's difficult to reach, even though Wang Hao attempted it. Bounced back into the net. Same goes for his own opportunities, ZHOU. He has shown such great performances over the course of the tournament. ZHOU still needs some refining. Most of all, at least in my eyes, will be working on his consistency and on his body language as well. As I've said a number of times, still a young player. I'm sure this will be something he learns easily. 5-4, Wang Hao in the lead once more. He's doing it so well too. He plays these top spins mostly onto the body of ZHOU. And he knows that he receives well from each of the deep ends of the court. Though he's missed a few easy ones now, and it's 4-7 from his perspective. That is a lot of work to do if he wants to change the score and turn this game around. That will be a step in that direction. It's 8-5 now, 3 points separating Wang Hao from winning the GAC Group 2012 ITTF World Tour event, the Polish Open in Poznan. There was so much topspin on that ball that it's almost impossible to play topspin against. You just need to smash that. Seems that ZHOU does not believe in his ability to still win this match. And it's 10-5, 5 championships points to Wang Hao from China. Good reaction, ZHOU. Emergency topspin, I would say. The lower part of his arm. Very quick on the bounce. Should have displayed these kind of skills more often during this match, but of course that is easier being said than done. Wang Hao starting to miss a few. Still has 2 opportunities left here, but he has to give 100% once more in this match. Every 6 points, players are allowed to use the towel. So this time at 18. ZHOU has closed the gap almost immediately. Almost shut the door. Still 1 foot in it remains by Wang Hao. Still smash it open. Good job, ZHOU. Just like that, it is game point for ZHOU. Just goes to show you how fast things can turn in table tennis. Now Wang Hao is under pressure. Converted perfectly. Match point once more for Wang Hao. This time, ZHOU takes a timeout. That is, to say the least, at the last possible moment in this match. Seems he wants to stretch it as far as he can. Chinese affair, like I said, in the final, so there's no coach. Players have to rely on their own ability to analyze the game. Find the right solution.
What?
11-12, ZHOU to serve. Maybe for the last time in this match. Go! It's not going to be the last time. 12-all. Can this still be turned around? Match point again. Converted once more. How long will this be going on? Which of these two excellent table tennis players will take a much needed 2-point lead to win this game? This time, with assistance from the net, it is Wang Hao winning the 6th game, 15 Congratulations to him. Wang ZHOU is the winner of the 2012 Polish Open in Poznan. Confirmation of the score on screen here. 8-11, 11-8, 11-2, 11-5 and 15-13 in the last game. Congratulations also, of course, to the young player ZHOU, who has displayed quite the impressive performance in this tournament. Rightfully landed here on the second place in this tournament. Second only to him, the world champion and 3 times Olympic silver medalist, Wang ZHOU. So we have found our 4 champions here at the Polish Open. What's left is to award them accordingly. Stay tuned as we're getting almost directly into the award ceremony here in Poznan.